players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Let's see the stat sheet here for him.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Fox and Castle are their guards. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the 4. And for Toronto, the guard spots filled by Quickly and Barrett. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. And it's Ingram in its small forward. We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend. And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Barnes outside. Here's Pirtle. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Barnes can't get it to go. Outside for Wembanyama. Barnes grabs the miss. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. On the wing quickly. Pirtle, the pass to Barrett. Shot clock at 6. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
That one falls. Wembanyama's got his second bucket.
You know, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Here's Champagnie. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Fox against Quickly. Fox passes to Wembanyama. Over Pirtle. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allie.
Well, the Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Back to you guys.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. A minute 20 left to play here in the first. Here's Barnes, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
And Barnes is starting to look so confident on these mid-range Jays. It looks like he thinks he can score from there anytime he wants.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. While we got a moment, let's now show you the teams that have led the NBA in blocks during the past month. Number 1, the Spurs. In 4th, the Raptors.
I mean, I love the interior defense both these teams have been playing. I mean, the shot blocking numbers are off the charts.
Outside Harper. Pass to Barnes. Now here's Johnson. shot, high post. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, I don't think you can look at these matchups and think it can be just one guy. I would have everybody on the glass to help out.
So it's the Spurs now. The Raptors getting the bucket. Cornet kicks to Hart. And just miss after miss right now. Here's Barnes. It's tipped. Barnes outside. No good on the last second attempt there. And that does it for the first quarter. Raptors lead by 4. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing, in your opinion?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Well, it's hard to get stops in this league with so much talent offensively. I love what they are doing right now.
Emmanuel quickly out there with Walter. Then it's Grady Dick. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Now, here's Quickly. 17 points for him last game against Oklahoma City. And the layup's good off the glass. Quickly's got the lead up to 6 now for Toronto.
That's a lot of focus that time by Quickly. So good at working his way through the contact.
Here's Johnson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. So we've seen the NBA, Tim, embrace analytics more and more over time. That's something you caught on to early in your career.
Well, there is no doubt, Kevin, that they're starting to go more to the analytics. The eye test is really important when you look at just what makes good basketball. But the numbers sometimes can tell you things you didn't even realize as a coaching staff.
As a broadcaster, what numbers do you look at normally right off the top? What things are telltales for you?
One thing that I really look at as opposed to individual plus minus, give me that group of 5 plus minus. That way I know which units are really getting it done together.
Oh, I love that.
And one thing you gotta love about Johnson, his energy. The man doesn't take his foot off the gas.
They get it back, and that one drops.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Fox dishes to Harper. Lets the 3 fly. Toronto grabs the miss. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
And you know, when I watched that game back, I thought they actually did play well. The other team just played better.
Here's Battle. Pass to Murray Boyle. 3-pointers off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Raptors leading by 3. So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, that's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So both teams making some changes here. And here is Barnes. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
And then you look at what he did defensively. 4 blocks on the night, and he changed a number of others. He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
And it's Vassell in the corner. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. And Wembanyama too much inside.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot. Well, De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender, and he said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put into action because you blow actions up. And then at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. Guys, back to you. You
love that mentality. Okay, Allie, thanks. Here's Ingram after the basket by San Antonio. There's 45 seconds left in the first half. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sake, good luck trying to stop him now.
Here's Champagnie. 17 points for him last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
Now here's Ingram. They trail by 3. Pass to Murray Boyle. Barrett against Castle. Shot clock at 5. Takes a 3. No good on that one. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's San Antonio up by 3. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Halftime is here, and with the San Antonio Spurs in a neck-and-neck game, lots to talk about.
Playing well on the road can be very difficult. They're doing a good job despite the challenges.
Away from home, they aren't letting the crowd get into their heads. In fact, they've looked comfortable at times. And time for a look here at how the West is shaping up as we continue to work our way through this season.
Looking at San Antonio, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said, we can handle it, and they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the league.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Victor Wembanyama really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
On the court right now for the Spurs, filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Champagnie in at the power forward position. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Devin Vassell.
Yeah, and the defenders just came flying in there. Ingram, though, he'll take it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
And that one falls for Ingram. Tim, one thing about the NBA, there is never a shortage of exciting young players to watch and cover. Who are you excited about in watching them grow and take it from this point forward?
Well, I love two big lead guards. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Cade Cunningham certainly come to mind. Both of those guys are established stars in this league, and yet there is still so much more they can add to their games. The sky is the limit.
And they seem to have the right attitude. Am I right in your assessment?
They are guys that everybody wants to play with. They're mature as leaders as well.
Now here's Barnes. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. From the arc. Rebound by the Raptors. Barnes has got his 4th rebound in this one. And a player, Tim, who stuffs the stat sheet, Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, Kevin, he just has a great all-around game. But the thing I like the most, he's very unselfish. He will pass up a shot if a teammate has a better one.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. So it's the Spurs now, after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Wembanyama passes to Fox. Back to Wembanyama. Oh, the rim with an easy reach of Wembanyama.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Toronto trailing. Quickly the pass to Barnes. Ingram outside. Barnes screen on Vassell. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. Can't nail the jumper. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Vassell kicks to Fox. 16 feet away. Good. And now it's a 3-point Spurs lead.
He is a blur. I mean, Fox obviously skilled at breaking down the defense, coupled with his athleticism and size. Boy, he is a terror. And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. Number 1, the Spurs.
You have to be impressed with their shot selection. I mean, the discipline on that end and the unselfishness really is what allows those great numbers to show up.
Ingram with it, covered by Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Puts it up. And again, Toronto no luck. Spurs leading by 5. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense. And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Now, here's Quickly. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. And there's the call on Dylan Harper. That is his first foul of the game. And Toronto making a change here. Shedd's checked in. Spurs also with the sub. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for De'Aaron Fox. 43 seconds left in the third. Ingram, he sticks that one in from 20 feet away. And it's 8 points for Brandon Ingram.
And this is Brandon Ingram at his best. Catch and fire. Great look right there.
Some changes for Toronto. Amu Kelishvili is checked in, and Grady Dick subbed in for Ingram. Olenek is checked in for the Spurs. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Cornett. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Cornett's got the lead up to 7 now for the Spurs.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The Raptors have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Here's Shed. Nothing on the board. Pass to Murray Boyle. 1 second left. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. We've got Walter, Joshua Emmanuel quickly out there, and it's Mamu Kalashvili in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Now here's Johnson. Here's Cornette. That's it, coming off an assist from Johnson.
Well, when you grab the offensive rebound, you're already right there at the rim. It makes the putback that much easier.
Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Quickly.
And certainly Quickly is not afraid to attack that painted area if he sees an opening.
Here's Fox. And he uses the glass on the layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Dick. Here's Quickly. 6 on the shot clock. For 3. Fox with the rebound. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And there's the dunk.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. He knows every possession is critical now. Both teams will make substitutions. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Barton trips down the rebound. Raptors trail by 7. Now Ingram. Now Quickly. Now Barnes. Pirtle with a screen on Castle. Now Pirtle. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Wembanyama up in the rafters.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Not a lot of time left for the Raptors in this one. With the step back. Ingram. Got it to go.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Quickly against Fox. Lays it in off the window.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. Has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Birtle sets the pick for Ingram. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, the slam dunk.
And he's been scoring at all 3 levels for a long time, and he's been an absolute monster here tonight.
Castle with it. Fox feeling it out a bit. Castle up top. Garrett covering. Wembanyama. Oh, good on the layup.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
Here's Quickly. Beyond the arc. A three-pointer. Good.
And Quickly loves putting his team on his back, especially in big moments like that.
Now, here's Fox. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Fox. Fox is double. Castle fires. Buries the deep ball.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Well, they'll need a very quick basket out of this timeout.
Ingram against Vassell. It drops.
What a move by Brandon Ingram. He looked calm under pressure.
And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for San Antonio. Castle. Taking 2 shots.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Known for his strong defense, Castle is someone any coach would love to have. He is a hard-working rookie.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
Well, that was a big spot, and Pirtle was not afraid of the moment.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Spurs. Castle. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
And the Raptors call time here. 23 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
There's still a sliver of hope.
And it has to be a quick hitter. There is no time to waste.
No time to waste on this possession.
They're going to have to act quickly right here.
Ingram. And get the 3. And they go to the intentional foul.
Emmanuel quickly. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for the Spurs. De'Aaron Fox. Taking 2.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 7-point lead. Now Barnes lets loose a 3. And so it's San Antonio with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. Let's send it over to Allie LaForce. She's standing by with our player of the game.
De'Aaron, there was definitely a point in the second half where you just took over. What's on your mind in those situations?
I mean, for myself, just kind of know where you're getting the shot. You know, obviously with some of the better teams in the league, you know, if something bad's happening, sometimes, you know, that 1 or 2 players just has to be able to take the game over. And I feel like I'm always able to get to my spot. And at the end of the day is if you can put the ball in the basket. And I think I did a good job at that in the second half.
Thanks, De'Aaron.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that about wraps it up. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, De'Aaron Fox.